the genes, I can create a being who's more powerful than him.
Yes, much like the comics that spawned this piece of crap, nuclear power does whatever the hell the writer wants it to do. It should also be pointed out that although this single strand of Superman's hair is strong enough to lift 1,000 pounds, it apparently can be cut with a simple hedge clipper.
So Lex assembles a terrifying group of minor characters who will serve no purpose in the movie to discuss his evil plans.
I, Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mind of the modern era, have discovered a way to destroy Superman. Behold, my unscrupulous friends. Shut those blinds. The sun is hurting my eyes.
God, this partly cloudy weather is harmful to my transparent evilness.
You know what the sun is? It's nothing more than a huge nuclear bomb.
Yeah, it's a tad more complicated than that. There's a lot of certain...
Nuclear bomb!
Okay.
So his plan is to send the genetic material, which looks like a quart of silly putty, into the sun on board one of the nuclear missiles, and that'll somehow create a being that can fight Superman. Lex also throws in a few fabric samples into the case, holding the genetic material to become clothes. Yes, they say that the computer on board will somehow weave an outfit for him out of those little squares or something.
Well, it looks as though you've broken the laws of nature, too.
So Superman tosses the missile into the sun, and the evil nuclear man is born. No, really, he's born, fetus and everything. Surprised the sun didn't just push it out of his vagina.
And of course, he's sporting silver-painted Lee press-on nails. Because when you think Superman's greatest enemy, you think Lee press-on nails. Oh my god, Sister, did you get into a fight with Superman with those things?
So yeah, our evil nuclear man is basically just Fabio with a mullet and laryngitis.
Destroy Superman now.
But enough of the supervillain, it's time for some comedy! Lacey and Clark are working out together. Wasn't there an impending nuclear war just on the horizon? Come to think of it, why was the war about to happen?
Because the summit failed.
Summits fail all the time, that doesn't guarantee war.
We don't take kindly to logic in these here parts, boy. Now get back to watching Clark Kent act like an idiot. But wait, we also had to have some goofy antics as she makes a date with Clark at the same time that Lois is having an interview with Superman. I get a feeling hijinks will ensue.
I'll be right back.
Hi. Lacey?
Lacey.
We cut to Lex Luthor where he's... what the hell? He's dancing with a woman in Victorian dress. And then she just leaves without anyone mentioning her again.
A big delicate moment.
Oh, that's a, I don't know, the nostalgia chick brought it up. So Nuclear Man shows up, who's oddly enough voiced by Gene Hackman.
You have my voice. No, you have my voice.
Which means... nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nuclear Man walks into the apartment and I guess his batteries die.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery.
No, it turns out Nuclear Man is powered by the sun.
He's a solar-powered nuclear menace. Well, at least he's a green villain. And in case anyone's wondering, yes, there's about 100 scenes where he's clearly not in direct sunlight, and yet he's fine. Don't you just hate inconsistencies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not done ripping off the rest of the movies because Lex Luthor contacts Superman, somehow knowing where he is, and threatens him into a confrontation. After some banter between the two, Superman is introduced to Nuclear Man.
To a nice guy who's about to finish last.
Did Nuclear Man just belch? I mean, what was that? What are you laughing at?
See, I just had this wonderful image in my head of Gene Hackman in a recording studio having to do like 30 takes of that.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. After more drawn-out dialogue, we finally have the two starting to fight. And boy, is it a letdown. They don't even really punch each other. They just struggle for a while in front of some really awkward blue screen effects. So they fly all over the world to fight. They fly over Italy, where Nuclear Man unleashes a volcano upon the citizens, but Superman plugs it up.
È il mio lavoro, non fa niente. Arrivederci.
Grazie, you like to be beneath the bar. You thank you, strange red underwear wearing a man.
So good, spaghetti.
They then travel to China, where Nuclear Man blows up the Great Wall, but fortunately, Superman is there to
go all Gumby on our asses.
Does Superman have wall repairing ability?
Not in any comic I've read.
To finish off, Nuclear Man takes the Statue of Liberty and tries to drop it into the city.
But luckily, Superman catches the statue, somehow carrying it by its finger without it breaking off. Physics? What's that? However, when he tries to return the statue, it leaves him open to an attack by Nuclear Man, who just kind of scratches him once.
Oh, I got nail polish on my neck. Powers fading!
This somehow makes Superman sick and age rapidly. However, he thankfully has that glowing Deus Ex Machina from earlier. We have no idea what the hell it really is, or why it's never mentioned until now, but it heals Superman. At least I think it does. We never see it heal him, so we can have another drawn-out fight with Nuclear Man.
Yay! Because we haven't seen enough of that yet! So Nuclear Man suddenly falls in love with Lacey, don't ask, you shouldn't care, and flies off into the city to kidnap her. Yeah, because it was so cool the first time you did it.
Where is the woman?
Give it up, you'll never find her.
Look out! He's going nuclear! Oh, what? Like the humor in this is really that much better.
Stop! Don't do it! The people!
Don't make me yell at you some more!
So Nuclear Man blows up some product placement, makes the film reverse, and Superman just stands there until he caves in and tells him where Lacey is. He tricks him into an elevator, then flies it up and drops him off on the moon.
However, a sliver of light goes into the elevator, recharging him. After Superman fixes the most unconvincing flag ever, they have an irritatingly long, slow-motion fight.
Gets a hold of Lacey and flies her through space, where she's, of course, perfectly able to breathe.
What? What? You can't breathe in space, guys! This is kindergarten science! Kindergarten!
It's okay, Critic. It's okay. It's gonna be alright.
No, it's not! This movie is still playing!
But Superman moves the freaking moon out of orbit to block the sun from Nuclear Man! Sorry for the tidal waves and gravitational stress, peoples of the Earth. I have to stop a supervillain.
After getting Lacey to safety, you know, from space, Superman takes Nuclear Man and drops him into a nuclear power plant, which I guess defeats him, but shouldn't that technically make him more powerful?
Solar-powered Nuclear Man, remember.
So Lacey tells her dad to stuff it, the Daily Planet is brought back, Luthor is put back in jail, Jeremy is nowhere to be seen, and the whole nuclear war thing just sort of resolves itself. Superman makes some bullshit speech to the world about finding their own path and how he couldn't free them from war. Which doesn't really make any sense considering we saw people clearly lining up to give up their nuclear weapons.
And there will be peace. There will be peace when the people of the world want it so badly that their governments will have no choice but to give it to them.
Oh, I see. We just didn't want peace hard enough.
Of course, it all makes sense. Peace doesn't come about through economic interdependence and the spread of similar ideals. It's just wanting it.
Yeah. What a fucking load!
This movie sucks!
Its morals are bullshit, its plot is half thrown together, and physics take a backseat to mediocre special effects that you more likely see in one of Linkara's videos.
Hey!
Get over it, you comic geek, your special effects suck.
Bat credit card.
The Bat Credit Card!
He's the nostalgia critic. He remembers it, so you know that too.
Thanks, Bat Credit Card, to yays!
What do you do? What do you do? Clean throat. What do you do? That make a great blooper there.